All right, so hello and welcome everyone. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so let's get into the messages for whomever it may concern. What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? For whomever it may concern, what are the messages? For whomever it may concern, what are the messages? Okay. Ooh. In the position of your crown, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is going to represent, well, honestly, I pick up fantasizing. Okay, so there's something going on with your energy. Okay, there's something sexy going on, but at the same time, there's kind of like this. Uh, I think the way in which that you are thinking of yourself is creating this energetic attractiveness. Okay, but you could just be fantasizing about somebody, or somebody is fantasizing about you. So depending on how focused an individual is with daydreaming about you or fantasizing about you, if you are aware, you're going to feel it. So how do you know that somebody is fantasizing about you or somebody is thinking about you? You're going to feel yourself like all of a sudden out of nowhere. It's kind of like you get tired all of a sudden. It's like in the beginning, it's going to feel like this mental burst, right? So it's kind of like somebody is making love to your mind. And like I said, depending on how focused they are, it will wear you out. Okay, that shit is true. That shit is true. Okay. So you have the moon, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, you have the Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, the Fool, and the Woman, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so your reversals are going to be the past. Okay, so we're dealing with some things, dealing with the moon here. Um, it is definitely giving me like some type of moon magic. Okay, my thing is that the shit is not working. So somebody is confused as to why it's not working. Um, so you have the Seven of Wands and you have the Seven of Cups. We have fantasy and we have daydream. So whoever is doing some type of work on you, uh, I mean, the shit is not working and they're confused about that. Okay. This is somebody who's spying on you either through divination or through your social media. Somebody is trying to get insight. This usually represents lunatics. So, what is a lunatic? Individuals who are mentally ill. That is what a lunatic is. Okay. These people are sitting back watching you because they want something you have or they want to take something you have. They want some type of insight. They want to see. And they're confused. Okay. I think that they are confused because you have the Two of Cups here and the Fool. Okay. So usually this is going to represent a couple on the outside of you, that's watching you. Both of them are watching you for two different reasons. Okay. So if you're a man, the man who's watching you is watching you because he's hating. His woman is watching you because she like you, but she's pretending like she don't like you and she's agreeing with her man because that's the only way that she can see you. And if you are a woman, if you are a man, well, if you are a woman, it's vice versa. To where, this woman is looking at you and she's hating, and her man is secretly admiring you, but he's talking shit too to appease her. Okay. So, I mean, that's what's going on here. That also tells me that there's trouble in paradise. When individuals cannot have uncomfortable conversations within their union, they usually try to find somebody on the outside to target so they can continue to be avoidance within their relationship, which means that it's a very childish relationship. It's not intimate, it's not bonded, it's not close. They're probably secret enemies to each other or secretly competing with each other. Okay, so whoever attention is on you the most, you know, um, the other one, is kind of like, ooh, yeah, they're distracted. They're worried about other stuff. So I can manipulate other things going on between the two of us. Sound like somebody sleeping with the enemy, and your focus is not where it should be. Okay. You know, somebody could be confused. These two individuals could be confused about, I mean, like what's going on with you. You know, it's like they have the truth. They have the truth about something, but they don't understand it. They don't believe it. But I mean, what is there to believe? You understand what I'm saying? You know, what is there to believe? You know, people know that you know something that you're not saying. What's up? Sleep well? Spaghetti. Okay. So let's just make this simple. Individuals don't understand that you are the mate to your own soul. So it doesn't matter who you're with, who you're not with, rather the relationship is ideal or not. The way in which that you love yourself is kind of like unbelievable. It's like foreign to people. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes people are in situations to where they're like, quote unquote, stuck. You know, like people say, you know, and it's definitely easier said than done because, you know, people will say, well, you don't have to be anywhere that you don't want to be, which means that, you know, there are some hidden situations that individuals don't know that you may be dealing with. So these are the silent battles. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, let's say that you're a wealthy man and you're dealing with, I believe we already talked about this. This is ridiculous. It's like you're a wealthy man and you're dealing with a woman and it's like you're messing around on her and people are trying to figure out like how she does it. With the Queen of Pentacles here, it's pretty self-explanatory. It takes a different type of person to enjoy certain comforts. It's strings attached with even the good life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, or being taken care of or being provided for, you know. But what I get here, somebody specifically is confused because it's kind of like, how is this person so grounded? How do they continue to take initiative within their everyday life? You know, people know that you have things going on, but it's kind of like they want to see it. They see that you're in the Queen of Pentacle energy, so it's kind of like you look like money. Even and what they're seeing your spiritual currency. But the thing is that even when they look at you, you know, I mean, I don't know, maybe you look like a bum or something, or you're not dressing a certain way or a specific way to the T. You know, I had to do some mental, emotional, and spiritual work on somebody, and it was a woman. Okay, so when I was connecting to this woman, you know, she's very emotional and she's all over the fucking place. Okay, and it just kind of seems like she's miserable. So if it's two women, it's kind of like y'all are in the same position, but she does not understand how you can handle and deal with a situation. Let's just say both of y'all not in love with y'all men. But the way in which that you deal and handle things, because the Queen of Pentacles also represents gratitude. So it's real simple. You're grateful for your life regardless of, you know, things not being the way in which that you wanted or maybe anticipated, and then you're dealing with a woman who just cannot deal with not being in love. So it's like she feels trapped and she don't know how to deal with it. So you have the Fool card, so you're innocent. Then on top of that, you're very faithful. You know, the Faithful card is lined up with the Moon card. You know, I feel like somebody is trying to go the extra mile to see if you are guilty or innocent in a certain situation. So if somebody was trying to do some type of magic on you or something like that, you know, it's kind of maybe, you know, or maybe they was just doing divination work and it's kind of like the truth came out that you're innocent, but it's kind of like somebody just don't want to believe it. Intuitively, you know what's going on. You just can't prove what's going on. So you just may not be saying nothing. You know, you're having faith within your life. You're not worried about who's doing what's being said, blase, blase, blase. You know that you're innocent. So it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna just keep it moving because intuitively it's some bullshit going on. But I mean, what the fuck can I do except for walk away from it? Okay. You see, one woman knows how to surrender and the other one doesn't. and she's suffering because she doesn't know how to let go of control. Depending on who she is and how long she's been fighting her situation, because I'm gonna tell you, like, when women are real controlling and they're not having or getting the control that they want, and then they're not getting what they want out of a situation, they start being combative, they start being abusive, they start fussing, hollering, emotional, chaotic. It's stressful as hell. She's throwing stuff, she's cussing. If children are involved, she don't care what the children see from her. You know what I'm saying? So if she try to fight you or put her hands on you in front of the children, like, she don't care. Okay? So I don't know if she's gotten to that point. If she's over that point, then she's in total despair, because some humiliating shit, some real shit has happened to where it's kind of like you need this person. So you have to face it. So deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now that is for a woman, because I really feel like this reading is for a man, but it's kind of like there's so many situations that are intertwined with what's going on. Okay, so my thing is that you're sitting back and you're fantasizing about somebody, and you're daydreaming about this person too. You want this person, you want to be with this person. You have faith, even though you know certain things that you can't prove. It looks like you're about to take initiative, and the moment that you think about taking initiative, it's kind of like whoever you're thinking about ends up taking initiative. Okay. I just see somebody, it's like they're not in a good mood. They're not in a good mood because they're not with you. You're not in a good mood because you're not with somebody else. It's giving like, it's just, so you're thinking about what to do, but nothing is being done. Everything right here is being felt. So we're dealing with emotions, and we're dealing with your individuality. Okay. So who the fuck was I connecting to earlier? It's a woman, and she going through things with her son. Was it a spirit guide? Was it physical spirit guide? It's a non, so it's an angel. Okay, so that woman, she came to me about her son. Oh, I know who that is. That's my friend. Okay. Well, let me figure this shit out first. So, is there something that you want me to do? You just needed to talk. You needed to heal. Okay. I had picked up on like months ago that mothers were going to be going through things with their children. I did a dedication. I went in with an art therapy session. I mean, I didn't mean to bring my personal situation into the reading, but there is some kind of connection here. So my friend, she was a Taurus. So are we dealing with a Taurus woman? Okay, so Taurus has a hard time with crying. So yeah. Taurus is an earth sign. I am a water sign. So, you needed a little watering. Taurus is so stubborn because Taurus, they will not show it. They will not show, they will not break, they will not bend, so, it's hard trying to get through to Taurus. And a lot of the times, like, Taurus does not want to, they really don't want to deal with their feelings, but at the same time, they are very catalytic for compassion, and they don't ever want to feel or think that people have pity for them. But Taurus needs to understand that empathy and pity are two different things. So you don't want to open up, because if you think or feel that somebody is going to feel pity for you, it's kind of like you do not like that feeling. So then it's kind of like you put on a mask and try to put on a hard face. But Taurus can be very judgmental. When you are not working on your mental and emotional wellness, you become very judgmental in a way to where everything that you think is an assumption. Like your imagination starts to just run wild, and you can't necessarily like pull it in. Okay, so I'm talking about a creative Taurus. Okay, this is only for a Taurus who's creative. If you're, like not creative, I mean, I've never met a non-creative Taurus though. I've never met one, honey. Absolutely not. So, that's why me and my girl, we was best friends, because she was multi-talented and multi-skilled, just like I was. She was the only person who I knew that was that way. And she had a passion and she loved everything that she did. So, so what's going on? So what's going on here? So you must be the man dealing with a Taurus. So my thing is that what's up, sir? I mean, what do you want to know about this person? It seems as if a situation is over. You're confused about this woman, but why are you confused? Why are you confused about her, sir? I think that if you were in a relationship with this woman and that maybe the two of you separated or something, it's kind of like you were expecting her to fight for the relationship and she didn't. She just kind of moved on. So trust and believe she's hurting on the inside. But at the same time, if she has things going on within her life, she's going to be focused on work. With the Six of Wands here, especially if she's getting her accolades. You know what I mean? If she's being recognized, if she's in the spotlight and all this type, this is a big distraction for her. There could have been things that she has been wanting, she has been working towards. See, you feel, I'm going to tell you, I kind of pick up that you're feeling like she used you. Okay, so the truth is she absolutely did. Now, I don't know how she used you spiritually. She used you. I know that. Okay, she's like a vampire. And, you were a good feeling to her. So she's full up now. And now she's getting all this attention. She's getting all her recognition. She's here, she's there. You know what I'm saying? So you're confused because, for one, yeah, you did try to play games, but you played games because intuitively you knew something was off about her. Because I feel like you're a very intimate person, and it's kind of like you could not go deep with her like that. And you're asking yourself, if she's so in love with me like she says she is, she's crazy about me, she's this and that. We've been dating for some time, like I don't understand. So it's kind of like you tried to test the theory. you know you're confused though, because it's like she's not responding. It's like she just went cold. She a vampire. She a vamp. She an energy vampire. So she's like a narcissist. She came, she got what she wanted from you. You know what I'm saying? She's got her own things going on. She do feel something for you, but what she got going on is bigger than how she feels about you. Trust and believe she's on to her next victim. There's somebody else here. She's already had sex with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe it's been about 2 months, maybe 2 to 7 months since y'all been broken up. She's already somewhere else. And I think that you're mostly confused because your attention is being pulled towards somebody else too. So it's kind of like you're questioning your feelings as well. Was that shit really real? Excuse me, is this what it's like? I'm trying to figure out, what do you mean, is this what it's like? You've had other relationships before, so there's something here about your status. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, like working at Burger King or something. Then all of a sudden you get a six-figure job. So this six-figure job, it's like a whole new world, a whole new social world, a whole new financial world. It's like everything is new, and you were adjusting, getting your feet wet. You were the new, the new hot thing on the block, and she came and she swooped you up. So it's kind of like you're in between worlds. You're in between worlds. You're still trying to figure her out, but at the same time, you have your eyes on somebody else. Then on top of that, like, she done moved on. She has moved on. She fucking and everything. She's a vamp. I don't know. It's your energy. So you must be introverted and she must be extroverted. I bet you felt exhausted as hell in that relationship. Then it's kind of like you may not be the type of person to where you take initiative to dive deep into somebody. You want somebody to do that to you. I bet you she was talking a good game. I bet she was talking. I bet she was showing. I bet she was doing, you know, they do everything. They do everything right in the beginning until they're full up. Then it's kind of like your needs become a burden or become, like worrisome. Like they can't read you. Oh, you're more quieter than usual. They don't ask what's going on. They're asking in their head, but at the same time, they don't want to deal with it. And if you confront them about it, it's going to be like, well, I thought that you would say something. It's like intuitively you can pick up like where the shit went cold at. You're not crazy. Trust your intuition. I know a lot of men really don't trust their intuition, but you're kind of different. You're kind of different. There's something here, there's kind of something here balanced about you. Like I picked up that you're introverted, so you must be very in touch with yourself. So, she probably was real attention seeking. She probably is attention seeking. Well, she's getting what she wants now. You see what I'm saying? When people are attention seeking and they're not getting the attention, it's like they act like wounded prey. That's why you got to be careful with dealing with a woman that comes off like a damsel in distress. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this woman did that, but I feel like maybe with intimate time, she's opened up to you about certain things. My thing is, deep down inside, you knew this wasn't your type of woman. You knew this wasn't your type of woman. This woman she's giving me like sexy and hard. You like modest and soft women. So, well, I guess you want to try something. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like your status changed. So, I really don't know too much of what to tell you now, about this situation. Everything that you're intuitive about, you are 100% right. You just cannot prove it. Don't try to go to this person because they're going to gaslight the fuck out of you. She's good at that. Okay, Taurus and Aries and Aquarius are very good at gaslighting. I pick up, she's that vampire, so she's definitely going to gaslight you. And then it's kind of like she's going to make you feel worthless. You know what type of women you like, so stick to what you like. So what? So what if you have a six-figure job, six-figure paying job now, and you're hanging out with these people and you're in these types of places? You like what you like. Stay true to you. You already had a taste of what this new territory is like. And that's not to say that all women are going to be that way. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of them, it seems like it is. It's kind of like, she showed you the majority of what you're going to deal with. In order to find a diamond in that territory, you're going to be wasting time. Just stick to what you like. Who cares about what anybody else says or what anybody else thinks about that person? Love is stronger than pride, and you know that. I don't know why I feel like I'm talking to a Gemini. I feel like it's a Gemini. I think you got some Leo in your birth chart too. Maybe you a Leo with some Gemini in your birth chart. I don't know, honey, but it's giving me like Gemini-Leo combination here. Okay? Geminis can be very intimate. Leos can be very intimate too. You know what I'm saying? Leos are like, they can get like raw. They're like raw essence. When it comes to Gemini is like sincere. It's like a beautiful, connective sincerity with Gemini. So, but like I said, you think about somebody else, and if you're thinking about moving towards that person, that is going to be you standing up for yourself, because you know that they tried to psychologically abuse you. Okay, so you might want to do some art therapy. You know what I'm saying? Just do something. Just pull out a blank sheet of paper and just let your hand go. You know what I'm saying? Do something like with your hands. Do something creative. Because you have to put that peace of mind back into you. Okay? And my thing is that, people go through things and they don't heal, they don't face it. Then they try to act hard like it's okay, it's all good, and it's not. Sometimes people develop like, oh, well, it happened to me, so I'm gonna do it to somebody else. Like what makes somebody else so much more special than me that they don't have to go through what I've been through? It should be crazy. That should be crazy. Before my girlfriend died, her and I had a conversation. Well, not before she died, but years before she passed. She was telling me, she was just, because I had confronted her. I was just like, man, you be taking advantage of people, yo. So she tells me, she's just like, people take advantage of me, so I take advantage of them. I mean, I think that is fair. In a way, it is fair, but you don't like being taken advantage. When it's your time to get the shit into the stick, you don't like it. You don't have to accept it. So what do? You can break the pattern. You can break the chain. For one, stop fucking with people who are going to take advantage of you. If you know they're going to take advantage of you, all you have to do is not let them do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, that's what the fuck I do. I already said it. I'm easy to take advantage of, so it's not going to be easy. You always got them predators sniffing around, you know? So, okay, we're going to end the reading here. Okay? You know what to do. So, until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.